Welcome to a tutorial on the RSportz platform. Let's start with the public side. It displays for you on the website through various widgets, game results, as well as future schedule, events you can register for, information about players, Facebook widgets, calendar, and so on. So if we want to begin to just show the public side at the beginning of what you get automatically generated when managing a tournament through the RSportz platform, we can see here that we are attending a league, and in that league we have our standings of our teams and what their scores are at the moment, as well as who are the top players of that league and also who are the naughtiest in that league. Now all of these buttons are clickable. We can also see the schedule of the league in order to find out the matches that will take place in the future, and for all these matches that will take place, we also have a live scoring module that allows us to follow them forward in real time. Going specifically to a team, I can see that for this exact division in this tournament Arsenal, the amount of games they've played, who are their athletes, their photos, and for each individual athlete we can go that forward down to see in that league how this athlete has performed and what are his statistics, his results, his games. Every single athlete has a universal profile. The universal profile combines the scores for all of their sports as well as all of the leagues that they've competed in for a specific sport. So we can see for Olivier at the moment, his badges include where he is attending and where he is participating, what leagues or what clubs. Also, we can see any special notes, his full schedule, game results, his goals and wins. Publicly, all this information, including social medias and unverified results, are viewable at any moment, and he has complete control for his account. Let's see what we see if we are actually this athlete. We are logging in this athlete's profile, and every single player or member of the system itself can immediately log into the platform and see their schedule of upcoming games. They can see where those games will be played, who they're against, what leagues it is, and follow in as well head-to-head information to prepare for those games. They can see at one click their ID cards for the teams or the leagues that they're members of. With a click, they can open up their ID card, and from their ID card, they can print it out at home and bring it to the field of play. The ID card includes the bar lookup code for this specific athlete, as well as a QR lookup code for his athlete profile. On his dashboard, he also can see his children and can download their ID cards and their preferences as well. He owns a club. He has registered a club through us. With a click, he can see his club's certificate to download it with the real-time information regarding of the club's name and when that club membership will expire. Also, he has access to a similar tool set as league leaders. What I'd like to show you is the privacy settings that we have adapted for every single membership. We can see here that for his general access settings, he has privacy controls, where he can control for himself as well as for his child the information that he chooses to show publicly, whether he would like to have his children to have listing inside the membership directory, whether he'd like to have his child to have a universal athlete profile, both or neither, as well as deeper in step to say that he would like his child to see the full name publicly or just the first name with last initial or just the initial numbers or the jersey number. So this gives us a full flexibility and keeps us compliant with general laws around the world regarding privacies and privacy controls by giving the tools to the parent to choose for himself. Connect with Facebook, which allows us to post on Facebook on his account on his behalf regarding his registrations for tournaments, his results, and his league standings and so on. I'm going to log in now as an administrator into the platform. When I arrive to the homepage of the platform, I get the general startup settings where I can organize my settings regarding my name of the organization, logo, so forth. I can add staff and people who can manage their accounts, and also I can accept payments. We are completely integrated with Stripe, which means that you can charge your members or your participants to your tournaments, your leagues, fees, and those fees will automatically be put into your bank account. For the fictitious tournament that you've seen publicly, the RSportz League, we saw that the 5-a-side tournament has been made public and we have a schedule. We can see that our next match is taking place on February 26th. Once we click on our schedule, we can see all of the matches that have been made, and for each individual match, we can click on it and see the pregame score sheet, which is automatically generated with the participants in it that can be printed out and taken to the field of play in order for it to be filled out. As you can see, this is auto-populated with the league, the division, the location, the game number, time, date of this actual game, as well as the two teams and who are the people that are participating in those teams. Once this card has been filled out, you can either enter the information in live in the scoring module for a specific game by clicking on the edit button and score. Here we can see that we can edit the attendance, meaning that we can say which team members are playing, which ones are not playing, as well as their jersey numbers. We can also edit here the officials that are participating in the event regarding the referees, the scorekeepers, or the timekeepers. And then, of course, we can start to add game actions, as well as mark this game as being scored. We can here add game actions, including goals, by clicking which team made the action in which half. Optional for the time, I can say that they scored a goal by this particular athlete, assisted by this particular athlete, and save. Automatically, once I've done that, the score has been updated both in the administration side of the platform as well as on the websites for the player, the team, the tournament, the division, and so forth. Here are our entire game actions. We can also give penalties. If we say that Chelsea in the second half has had a penalty that resulted in a blue card, it auto-populates for us the list of athletes that are playing in order to give them those cards. This results in the public page of this game. So if we open up in our tab this particular game, the particular game result, as well as who scored what goals in that game. We can also expand this view in order to have it visible and put up on a screen if you would like to display publicly that information. Once people have registered, we have generally 3 statuses of divisions inside a tournament. This is in-season status, which means that games are there, and we have public pages as in standings and brackets and overview and schedule. We have the unscheduled, which means that we have teams that have registered into this division, but we haven't yet scheduled the games itself. And we have something that's registration open, which means that people online can register for this division. Let me show you quickly our scheduling tools. Simply click on the scheduled game button next to a division, and it's giving us the option to select whether we want to have a manual schedule, a daily tournament schedule, or a weekly league style schedule. Once you've selected that, it's going to auto-populate a first game number according to that tournament. We simply put in that we would like to have each one of those teams play 10 games in the season, and we move on to the dates. The first date of the season will be, let's say, this day. The places we will play on 2 different pitches, pitch 1 and pitch 2. And it is going to ask us to schedule around certain criteria. So if we say that one game from the moment that the team enters the pitch to the moment that they finish their cool down and leave the pitch takes 80 minutes, we simply type in the 80 minutes and the system will auto-create blocks for us of 80 minutes. For this is a weekend league, during the week we're not playing. And on Friday we're playing only after 1 o'clock. We're playing from 2:30. Once we have set our openness to what times we would like to schedule the games, we can click Preview Schedule, and voila, automatically it has scheduled for us on pitch 1 regarding every single game that's taking place and who against who. With one more button, we can save the schedule and publish it, or we can go into it and edit it one by one. For members, we can see all of the members that we have into our organization here. And for each individual member, we can go to our edit button and we can give them certain attributes. We can see what they've paid regarding their registrations. We can see their basic information of their membership, such as email address, date of birth. The system allows you to keep notes on each member. Notes are either public, meaning forced to their profile, or private, meaning that only you can see them. We can also print up ourselves the ID cards of each individual athlete, as well as see all the questions that they have asked during the registration process. It's very simple to create a new league or a new tournament. Nationals. It's for mini football. Taking place, the league name will be West Coast 2018. The league is going to start on the 28th of February. It's going to end 2 months later after that. We're going to allow international people to participate. We're going to display this in the calendar of both the International Federation, the National Federation, and all children organizations. Then we can upload an event logo, event description, where this league will take place, as well as certain fields. Now these nationals have been created. We simply click Add a Division and we can create a new division from scratch, or we can copy a division from previous tournament that we have scheduled to make it easier on us. Let's say we create a new athlete division for adults. The division name will be 5-a-side adult male, male gender, adult age group, advanced category. And we can choose to display all their information publicly. It's going to ask us how we would like to have this competition. Is it a knockout tournament? Is it a round robin with playoffs, or just a general round robin? Once we've given it the format, we can add certain regulations for our scoring parameters, including at the same time how we're doing our ranking and our seeding for the division. We must choose what type of membership we require for people who are registering inside. And then we have our different registrations. Either it's a team registration, meaning that the team captain is registering his athletes, or it's an individual registration. For each one, simply click Setup, answer the basic questions regarding how many people are coming, and then we get to our form. Our form allows us to ask various questions that we'd like them to answer, that we'd like to have in our database, and we can customize that by clicking Customize. Here we have a lot of preset questions. For example, skills and equipment. We can say weight and height and t-shirt size and short size, and update that to automatically include those custom questions. At the same time, we can add passport questions, screening questions, if you'd like to know their social security number, their nationality, their passport country, and passport information. These can all be updated. Any question that is not here saved, simply add the plus sign and add a question. Fill in your question name, for example, upload passport if we would like to retain the passport copies for everyone. We choose the type of is the file upload, the type of question answer that we're willing to receive. We can make it required. We can add a help text regarding the question itself. Please give us your passport. And we save it. Anytime we have something like this that's saved, it's very simple for us to make this a global question by clicking the Save to List and adding it to our Save list. Meaning that from saved questions, we can always pull out the upload passport question, and we can always edit it globally or just locally for any one of our forms. Once a form is ready and we know what we will have to ask, we can go back and preview our form, make sure that we're happy with the form and how it looks and the order of the form. If we're not happy with something, it's very simple to just drag and drop things inside around. If we want something required, we simply click the asterisk, which makes that field required and that question required. And once we are finished with this, automatically we can take this to a save. We can enable payments, and we can take this online for registration. Automatically, now, if we go to our website, this division that we have created is now open for registration, and we can see it here listed in our calendar. Now, we haven't uploaded yet the logos for the tournament or the details, except for just writing national event. However, this will show us the countdown, the map to the location when we add one, and will allow anyone on the internet to simply click on register to go and register for this tournament. Our platform includes a very robust and flexible website creation and management tool, meaning that if you have basic Facebook skills, you can create and manage content on your website. And if you are an advanced programmer, we also provide an HTML widget that allows full flexibility. The look and feel at the same time can be changed with a simple change of theme. By changing the background colors that you'd like to use, it's a click with the preview system and allowing you to publish all those changes in real time. We can edit or create new memberships simply by clicking the plus sign and adding a membership, international referee membership. Once we have entered the name, you can just fill in here the details of this membership by putting in the title, the description, adding in any fees that you would like to apply. The validity of the membership can be 12 months or 12 years or ending in a specific date or never ending. The ID card itself, you have here the ID card. You can change the titles. If I want to say the title is mini football and it's national referee, and I'm going to make this, let's say, a bluish color. Also, I can choose here from the ID cards any background that I think will fit. So here I have the front side, here I have the back side, and automatically you can see that my ID card has been changed to include all that information that I wanted to have, including the front and the back of the ID card. Once all my settings are finished, I simply go to registration to add or customize the questions that I would like to have filled out by the people who are participating. These features are exactly the same as the features from the registration form in a competition. Once I'm finished with the questions I'd like to have, I simply go save, and once I have save, we can see that it has effectuated the change on the main website. If I go back to the website now, automatically under the register button, we can see here that we have the international referee. This means that all your members can register directly online. If clubs are registering online, we can post all of your clubs on a map, as well as listing them one by one, giving them their membership certificates, giving them websites, and giving them the tools to organize tournaments as well. When logged into the platform, you have a question mark button in the top right side of your screen, and this question mark button opens up our help desk. The help desk is the main resource center where you can find answers to all operations of the platform, as well as filing support tickets with our technical staff. Here you can have a full description of video tutorials for all operations to be done in the platform, for example, setting up your payments. Simply click on any video tutorial, press the play button, and in the short amount of time you can see the process demonstrated. We also have solutions and articles related to every operation of the system. You can click on any operation, any article, or search it to find more information on that process. Should you have any additional questions regarding this tutorial, feel free to contact us at any moment.